welcome back to Disco Elysium, folks. This is going to be a goddamn day, I can tell you. We're going to finally encounter Ruby, and that is emotionally taxing, and you will see why. Especially if I fail a certain role. It's... Ugh, God. But on the plus side of things, we got a big sort of bird bath thing for inside the house, and we're hoping, the birds start taking baths in it. We know Jorah, if we fill up like a little plastic container, he loves taking a bath there. He just drenches himself. He is having the time of his life. So we figured something bigger, therefore better, would make him even happier, and the other birds can join in. But the thing with birds is sometimes it takes them like a day or so to actually to go, oh, that thing's not trying to kill me. Like, we have a big sort of rope thing in Danny's cage, and when we had first put it in, the birds we had at the time, Navi, Ghost, either Peep or Freya, and Jorah, all acted like that was about like 2 seconds away from killing them when, and then a few days later, they loved it. Yeah, certain sort of ropes can be dangerous for birds, and no, that hasn't caused any health problems for the birds. That's for all the bird owners out there. Whew. Yay! Favorite game in the world. Very taxing, though. Okay. Sorry, I was just testing the sound because I couldn't really hear much in my headset, so. Okay, now I can hear sound. Okay. Let's start the goddamn trauma, folks. Okay, let's figure out a fucking walk, apparently. Footsteps. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound. You mentioned the buzzing sound. Nothing. Not a fucking buzzing sound. I don't think we're going to need much in communism. Well, let's keep the perception. Okay. Let's also see if we can get some empathy stuff on here. Okay. Get some empathy. Shirt. Boots. Jacket. Let's see. Empathy. Logic. Action speed. No. Logic. Charisma. Encyclopedia. If we can find something other than with empathy, then I think I'll change. God damn it! I'll change back to that. Oh, composure. Okay, I can't. I'm not going to I don't remember what stats I really need for the most favorable outcome. And I'm not going to look that up. I'm just going to guess for better or worse. Ooh. Okay, we've got something with empathy. Endurance. I want to wear the cursed necktie for as long as possible. Shirt, we can't do shirt. Let's do a little bit of a quick save. So in Disco Elysium terms, Ruby is going to be a boss, so.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
A pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Hold on, you really don't feel anything?
No, but you are the sensitive one.
Aww, thank you.
It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous.
Oh, yeah. He's not being gay with me, he's just being... I don't think straight's the term I want to use, but being direct with me. I saw them too. Footprints with the right soul worn
Looks like
smooth.
our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
A reminder that, like in real life, we have control over little moments in time, but those little moments in time can just fucking spiral out of control in ways we did not intend. God, we have no control and a lot of control at the same time. Yay!
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Let's see. We've checked the boy with Claude's documents. I want to hear her take on why it was empty before.
Why not? Whatever goes down might also affect her. The Union is watching her closely now.
Got a point. We found out Everett's plan to take the harbor. Maybe we should tell Joyce.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
Highly doubt it. Joyce and Everett are both horrible fucking people. They have no real concern for the common man. So no matter what, there's going to be bloodshed. How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
Well, let's see. Well, we're not responsible for what we can't predict. There's a point to that. You know, you can't harp on yourself for causing things you didn't think of. but when you're in a position of power, you are responsible for both the good and the bad, and Harry and Kim are both cops. So they have a certain amount of responsibility even to things. You know, is it fair? No. Is it true? Yes.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
Got a point. But that doesn't mean deaths, won't weigh on you. But anyways, let's continue. What do you think is waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
Bullshit!
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Another little quick save. Fuck. It's gonna be intense. Ooh. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Oh, what's this? I got a new thing. Composure +1 shivers. Fuck it. It looks cool. I want to wear it. It makes me feel happy.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
Yep.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Don't cover
That's
them.
an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones.
Oh god, I'm
Don't
an idiot.
focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Help, Kim, help! My brain's on fire. I told you I heard something.
The torment Lieutenant Kitsuragi is experiencing is worse than your own. He's trying to resist, but there's no way of knowing when he will recover.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing, it's the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
I saw your equations. It's the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
Look back at
Right
Kim.
behind you, officer.
He's alive. I just wanted to show Kim my support at every moment.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale. literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the Pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
I'll talk about hyperfixations. Yay! Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
How did you get your hands
I
on
built
this
it
thing?
myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah, way beyond.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was
Yeah,
killed.
let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
Hang on. Sorry, one of my ears started to itch, because of course.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Oh god, that's fucked. Please, can you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Turn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Which she will use to shoot herself.
She's carrying a 2-barrel front loader. Remain careful. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much.
Thinking always hurts
There's
to
only
leave
3
anyways.
meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
Wow, pretty good ping threshold. But yeah, we need answers. First, how did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
She didn't rat you out. By the way, Isabel, The washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
Why hide the bullet, though?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Did you shoot Laylee?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
You're right. Claudia was the first to share her suspicions.
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus told me. It took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. And those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
Could I have answered differently?
How the fuck did the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal. I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
Honestly, I don't know how I do it. I just stumbled in here. Can you please explain this shit to me?
What shit? I told you I didn't do it. It sounds pretty simple to me.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
You like Claudia a
I
lot.
considered her a good friend, yeah.
But you wanted to be more than just friends.
Oh, so that's where you were going with this.
She said you wanted to run away with
That's
her.
a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts who didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
Exactly. Claudia. Exactly what I said about Claudia, you know, way back when. She knows that the difference between a truth and a lie is not really as far apart as you think, and once you realize that fact, you can fuck people over real bad.
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Claudia was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Claudia only said they maybe kissed. Someone is lying here.
Wait, Claudia said you only
If
kissed.
that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
Aww.
Seriously, just move on.
Okay, I think maybe the first 2 times I got to this part, I did choose that option, and it's hilarious, but you can see one of my past Disco Elysium streams if you want to see that reaction. And what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on.
God, Claudia. Yeah. Claudia hates herself but knows she can't change. So if she really did love Ruby, she would want to push those feelings away because that would be too stable of a relationship.
I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
Is peeping one of your
I'm
hobbies?
not following your clever insinuations, Detective.
There's a hole in the wall. You can see into Claude's room. I wouldn't blame you
If I want to stare at a pretty girl, I can pick one up at a bar. Or, worst case scenario, look at a naughty photo. Who has time to go skulking about the whirling, drilling holes in walls?
So you haven't been watching Claude through a hole in wall?
Look, she has an effect on people. That je ne sais quoi that makes it impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away. But travel enough and you realize, for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, she's not irreplaceable.
Are you a girl liker?
What the hell, man? Yeah, why not? I've gotten worse.
Yeah. God damn. Why did I choose that? Oh my god. Claude said you got very angry when she started seeing Laylee. Threatened
Yeah.
her.
One time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
And despite everything, you helped her by staging the lynching?
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer.
There are other things I ask
Go
about.
ahead. It's your body.
Damn right it is. Would you say that Laylee was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
There's nothing more personal that you had against him. Perhaps his way with
Do you
women?
think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me. And definitely not a reason to off someone.
See her confident gaze, her toned arms. Yeah, she wouldn't have had much trouble in the intimacy department.
She hot. Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like wild pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
I have other questions.
I'm listening.
You have an alibi for when Laylee was
Man,
shot?
I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't count.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
Our investigation has shown that 50 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Look, there's a secret way from the first floor of the whirling to the
Don't
roof.
know it. But also, the shot couldn't have come from the roof. Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You have a
And?
gut. Where did you
The
get
gun
it?
store.
What gun
Trigger
store?
Happy Jacks.
That doesn't sound like the name of a real
What
store.
did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
I see it's a front loader. Do you have another gun somewhere?
Sure don't.
A breech loader?
No.
I can't quite tell what kind of gun it is. Is
A
it?
knocked way 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
There's other evidence I want to ask you
Yeah.
about.
Evidence.
Do you like to hang out on
Who
rooftops?
doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Is that the only reason you hung out on the
The
roof?
view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
What's so great about her
It's
antenna?
very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
So you're sure you didn't shoot the bird from
Yes,
the
I'm
roof?
sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
You're running drugs for the Union. I've been through your lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
No, he didn't. I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
I wasn't going to let her hate Tommy. You had a financial incentive to kill the merc.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
You good?
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
But you're threatening us
Based
with
on
it.
what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun and the compressor, she's afraid of
Okay, let's take a step
Yeah?
back.
Where?
you. More questions before doing anything.
Oh, 97%. Who killed the merc? If it
How
wasn't
should
you.
I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
What happened Sunday night? Tell me your
She
version.
eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Wait, did she also seem high
Oh
to
yeah,
you?
super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
This woman has seen people OD. Glacia wasn't quite there yet, so why worry?
Plagy said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
Well, she said, you seem to have a plan. Prepared when you got there.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
She looks shaken. She wasn't surprised to be ratted out, but framed.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone.
Yeah, Flashy's whole thing is betraying people, so having a really believable persona to hide the true one. Yeah. And I believe, way back when, seems like forever, we got to see a little bit under the mask at one point. If she hates herself, she hates everyone else. It's complicated. But yeah, we got to see a little bit under the mask, and it was terrifying.
She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
Glacia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
That's bad, that she'd be so calm.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Yep. Both. Do you think she could lay herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
You didn't kill him. Why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
That strange, distant fear is getting close now. It's
What
a
do you
fear
mean?
of yourself.
What do you mean? La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise.
Oh my god! Don't kill! Even close to death, it's like, god damn it.
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Bullshit, you're trying to throw me off. No one says
Yes,
that.
they do. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Tell me, what's my name? If you know that about me, you must know my
Harry
name.
Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
Notice, she called him Harry Dubois, not Harriet, or Harrier. Now, that's his actual name. Harry is just, nickname. Like you call Robert Bob, or Richard Dick.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time.
Yeah, she knows a name, but not his actual name. I'd be more worried if she said Harrier Dubois.
I don't know. Sounds pretty convincing to me.
Laputa. Woo! Jorah! Jorah, land! Jorah! Jorah! Jorah, land! Jorah, what happened? Okay, good boy. Good boy, everything's okay. Danny, calm down, girl. La Puta Madre. I've heard of La Puta Madre. It's dangerous,
Is
right?
that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to know all about this, but I lost my memory recently.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
A man in a white suit walks through a garden coaxed from soil that had once been covered in asphalt. A city block closed off from the rest of the city by dark buildings. Rows and rows of poppies, most of which have lost their pink bloom, flank his steps. The man looks around, then up at the sky, sighs. Taking out a knife, he crouches at the end of one flower bed. He scores a seapod, very gently. Milky sap begins to ooze out. The pain comes over you again.
What did you do to this Madre
You've
anyway?
been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing, possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
When I came into town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
I don't know what happened to them.
Sure you do. I bet they're just outside waiting. I guess I'll take my chances.
She'll go out in a hail of bullets if she has to.
Who was in this
Well,
squad?
it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
What else can you tell
One
me?
of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally.
Yeah, that's right. I was just testing you out. They're right. No, I don't want to do that one because that could make the suicide harder to prevent. No, that doesn't ring any
Well,
bells.
This has been a great talk, really. But I think I'm going to hit the road now.
Do you know about the bunker next
What
door?
bunker?
The communist hideout back
Don't know
there.
anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
You've got to act soon. This is getting bad.
Okay, here we go, folks. We're going to destroy the machine. And we have 97% chance, but of course that doesn't mean we'll succeed. And we got a +1 due to nudging it during drug talk. Or, wait, I can't see. I can't take it. Oh shit, I have that option. Oh, fuck. I don't think I ever chose that option before. Oh well, there's always another playthrough. You know, if the pain threshold doesn't, if we don't pass that, if we don't get this roll, we can always choose that one. Hopefully. Don't know, just don't remember this option being there before. But anyways, cross your fingers, folks. Cross your fingers. And here we go. Oh my god. Come on, Harry. Harry?
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
You okay, Kim?
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
What are you doing?
Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
Okay, folks, she might die. I mean, I've been lucky the first two playthroughs she survived, so, oh god. Okay, convince her to put the gun down. Come on,
You should
please.
know the words
No!
to say. You've been here yourself, so why is it not coming to you?
Why am I standing here like an idiot?
Because you've misread the situation from the beginning, and now her finger squeezes the trigger.
Come on. One idea. I need one idea.
Wait. Finally, it comes to you. A way to connect with her.
Oh god. No. I know your pain. I've been let down by women too.
She flashes you an incredulous grin. Then she exhales sharply, shakes her head, and pulls the trigger.
No. No.
You watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
It's our fault.
We are cops. Everything is our fault if we let it be.
What did we just do?
Our job. It went really bad. And now we need to clean it up.
Oh god.
Fuck!
Get a hold of yourself. He needs your support now, too.
She killed herself. Failed to talk her down.
Lieutenant Yefreitor Dubois, control your emotions. We did our job. This won't be the worst thing that happens on this case, believe me. You can't let this break you.
There is no coming back from this one. It will stay with you in nightmares.
Oh god. I want to choose this one. I'm not doing this anymore. But then, this small part has taken nearly an hour. Oh god. Oh god. Fuck. I'll just have to live with it. I mean, I did 2 playthroughs where she lives, so... Oh god. Oh fucking god. Okay. What do we do now?
We clean up. It may take days for processing to pick up her body. We need to move it somewhere. That tent there.
Okay, let's quick save so in case something glitches, we... There's no way out.
plain red tent stands by dispassionately.
Look
You
inside.
see a rolled-up sleeping bag and personal belongings.
We should put her in the sleeping bag, so the rats don't get to her.
Okay, let's carry her over
The
here.
lieutenant nods. There she lies, cocooned in the sleeping bag, surrounded by empty cigarette packs, books, and half-read magazines. Magazines. You should look through them.
Shine your flashlight on the books and magazines.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Shift through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine, it's a leather notebook.
A
You
notebook.
pocket the worn brown leather journal.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
Homosexual underground. What's that? Let's see. Since it got. Okay, I was hoping to up Shivers up all the way, but you know. Can't always get what you want. Okay, wrong one. You have 2 guns now.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Examine the cover.
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She had good taste and must have taken what she recorded here seriously.
Unwind the strap.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Study the
The large
handwriting.
cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins.
Flip through the pages.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
We could learn a lot from this.
What kinds of
Hard to
logistics?
tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Professionalism is his coping mechanism.
What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. Staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal.
How far back do the entries
The
go?
first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What did she write the day Laylee died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it.
So she's loyal to a fault, except, who was she thinking of betraying? The Hardy Boys? Is me talking about the Hardy Boys make it more likely for her to commit suicide? Succeed in committing suicide. Anything about La Puta Madre?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th.
Read the entry from March 9th.
Great.
First.
M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call?
Read the entry from March 12th.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly.
Is that what she was writing? What's the most recent entry?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
I don't think she killed the mercenary. It looks like she might have been framed.
No shit.
She was in plenty of trouble, even without the murder charge. Still, it's a nasty business.
Kim, am I really a La Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting. His trust is well placed. You aren't. You can feel it.
Thank you, Volition. I love you, drama. You can fuck off. Then, who do you think killed the murderer?
Classio was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or
But no one heard the shot.
maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on her.
I think Clage truly did love Laylee, just because she saw herself in him. A broken fucking mess. All the bad in there. Don't think Clage really doesn't like or love easily. Who could blame her with, what she does, so. Fuck. When she loves, she loves. just it's complicated with her, so fucking complicated. Because when I say, oh, she loved him, it's not, roses and thinking of having an entire life together. It's a little more fucked up. Oh, God. I love Claude. She's such a well written fucking character. Jesus Christ.
One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Okay. Oculus. Let's change up the pants again. Yeah. So, nice little save. And it has been a little over an hour, folks. So, we're going to take a little break so we can all stretch, cry, and I'll be back shortly. And until then, bye for now. Hello, I'm Josh, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I am now filling up the emptiness inside me with Oreos, so just hang on a moment. Super good replacement. Yeah, like, who needs feelings when you have Oreos? Am I right, folks? I'm totally healthy. Yay! Yay. Let's finish up here. And the arm brace decided to not want to work. Let's readjust. Okay. I hope nothing else goes wrong in this playthrough. Help me. Okay, come this way. How depressing is this playthrough going to be? Doop 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 doop.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
These are computer
Yes,
components?
filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system.
Hey, Kim. Old
So it is.
cybernetics.
I think these used to form a single system, slotted in the wall.
How'd they do that and
The
why?
how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. The why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast filament memories, though, these seem incredibly advanced.
So this is all that remains of failed R&D?
The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean.
Could this be part of the failed playback
These?
experiment?
No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed.
Fine. I really like shivers. Shiver me timber. Oh shit, wrong one. Damn it. Oh, I don't need that flashlight anymore, apparently.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. This gun, Sunrise Parabellum, will be the only thing standing between you and the all-consuming nothingness that threatens to eat the world. Sheathe it and wait, Herald. It won't be long now.
I am wearing the fucking tie, right? Terrific. I hear that. Did I get everything I need to get the... Tie's been a little bit silent. I think I...
Stop. Just up ahead. You are prepared. Don't put away your friend. Your weapon. The barrels of your Villier's 9mm pistol shine threateningly in the cold spring lights.
Okay, it looks like I haven't done the thing, so I can... Damn. Kim, there's danger.
Yes.
Up ahead.
I hear commotion. Let's go.
I'm scared.
This isn't the time for fear. Go.
I'm all out of shit.
He was shot from a great distance. A sniper
You
did
think
it.
I'm fucking stupid, cop?
The long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Kim, where
From
is Kim?
the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out.
Blink,
You stare
think.
down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it, his eyes in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens, focusing on you. Absolute destruction. Is there anything we could use to protect this frail body? That gun will tear us to pieces. He's drunk. Drunk fighters overcorrect. Move right, he aims further right. Get him to overshoot.
Okay, try to dodge the shot. Oh, we are going to be so
The
fucked.
shot rings and you stumble. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force. A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left shoulder. The pain flows over your entire body like an awful shock. A grim knowing rises from within. Half of your body must be gone.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot.
Kim.
Then, 2 shots ring and you hear a scream. but you're too hurt to see who got hit.
Kim, did he hit the right? Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger.
Look him in the
A
eye.
look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He is evil, and the end. Here it comes. Death.
Evade the shot.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Try to open your eyes. What do I see?
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
Live fast, die old.
Yes, keep talking. Stay awake. Look at me.
I mean, any other time Kim would have been like, God damn, you're an idiot. But now he's like, just talk stupid.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone. When suddenly, you sense something behind him, a shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
No, Kim!
There, behind,
No.
you hear your bloody lips mumble, but he does not understand. He does not look into your eyes and see the fear there. He does not trust you. He just shakes his head, still crouched over you. You hear a distant gunshot, velvety smooth. A red circle has appeared on the lieutenant's jacket. It's growing fast. Like a pillow, he falls on you, cold nylon and blood slumped on you as the lights go out. All the lights. The last thing you hear is the sound of his spectacles landing on the pavement next to you.
Fuck, this is the first time I failed to warn Kim. Fuck. Fall into total darkness. It doesn't matter if Kim's gone, you know, who the fuck is
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No! Let me back into the fight. Let me save Kim.
There is no Kim. There is no fight. It's over. It was.
Have mercy on yourself. Take the door.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his womb sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon we will return to the world. You're thirsty. Reach for the glass of water by the bed. The world is still there. Sleep some more.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a caprice Kanema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
You see Kuno's familiar shape in the found pants. It turns double, then triple, from the pain. He says,
Coinslot's dead?
you can barely hear him. The pain is so bad.
Wait, what?
Just kidding, Pico. The boo-boo wagon took the Beano clad away. He's probably gonna live.
What? Where did they take
The
him?
hospital fucktard. Try to keep up with Kuno.
Oh my god. But yeah, if you fail to, save Kim, you get Kuno as a partner. But this is going to be bad for when we get to the Elysium Phasmid, because we won't have anyone to take the picture, so maybe Kuno will become a police officer.
Thank God. Okay, he's alive.
They say you got a lot of people killed. Like half the town. They say you didn't do shit. I guess that's cool. So I thought I'd stick around.
Oh my god! Oh my god, you little shit!
He's